Hey everybody, welcome back to Garden Reviews. Today we've got ourselves a light from Olight. This is going to be my first Olight ever. I'm super pumped to get this bad boy unboxed here, take a look at it, and really just kind of put it to use. This is I'm hoping will replace my current EDC flashlight. I actually picked up a second Olight, but it's kind of more of a something that you would probably pack around. You know, it kind of fits more on like a belt. It's got a holster, a little bit bigger light, but it puts out more light. So we'll probably dive into that a little bit more maybe tomorrow. Today I'm just going to kind of focus on this one. This is the S1R Baton 2 from Olight. This is a limited edition. It's due to the colors. So this is basically a second version, an updated version, of the original S1R Baton. They've made some improvements to the body, quite a few different areas, so we're just going to kind of jump into the back here. You can kind of see some of the specs, read through there. I don't know if it got a significant boost on the actual lumens it's putting out. I think they did. It did get some sort of boost, but it wasn't tremendously significant, I don't believe. I would have to look to know exactly, but you can see the contents there. So I'm going to see if I can do this one-handed. This bad boy opened up here. Oh, go on. Come on there. Oh, here it comes. Don't make me pause and do it with two hands. Okay, we managed. So it's got this sleeve that was supposed to help that didn't do anything. Alright. Oh my gosh, and all the stuff out of the back. Sweet. Alright, so there's the color. Now that's darker than like a lot of the different tans that you would see on, you know, different tactical type gear. It's a bit darker and I kind of like it. It's almost, you know, getting closer to almost like a bronze type thing. I'm not sure. I love the blue clip though. Nice contrast. Get that out there. I don't know if you can tell, but this thing is tiny. It is tiny, and for being able to pump out 1,000 lumens for a minute and a half, it's really impressive. So if you got your button there, your clip, I like that it's basically milled in there. It's not going to move. It's not going to spin. It's dual function, so you can put it over like a hat or something right through there, and then obviously through your pants right there. That's nice and stiff too. It's got some serious force to it. So lanyard, and then with a lot of the Olight products, I don't know if this is across the board, but again, this is my first one from them, but they've got these rechargeable bases. They're magnetic, so it'll work on, let's see, got this vise here. There. So obviously sticks on there real nice, but then that is that's a perfect spot for their charger, obviously. So we've got this nice little charger base, just plugs in USB, and it just snaps right on there. Man, I mean, it's got force to it. The serious force. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so those are those. I'm gonna set those there. See what else we've got. We got storage box. Okay. So I guess in case you weren't using it very often, you could throw the battery cell in there. That's nice. Got a nice little case here. Ooh, that's cool. Don't know what I would use it for, but maybe keep some of the accessories. Got the lanyard here. Looking good. Probably won't use it just because this is going to be in my pocket most of the time. But if that's your thing, they've got you covered. So here's the instructions. Always good to go through these. I'm not going to do that on camera. So let's see. I probably will have to get two hands to do this. They usually put a some sort of film between the battery and it. Managing. Okay. Yeah. So there's a little protective film. Make sure nothing happens during shipping. And fits in there nicely. So there's a cell. So I love that Olight just sends out, you know, these are quality cells from Olight. So if you've got extras, obviously that's cool, but you're good to go as soon as you get the product too. So I'm going to put this back on. I don't know if this is already pre-charged from the factory. I would assume it's got some juice in it, but it's hard to know. And I really don't think I'm going to be able to thread that back on with one hand. So, but I do want to show you. So I know one of the major differences between the first one and the second generation here is they've changed the knurling here. It's hard to catch probably. It's really, really nice. I guess they're pyramids, but they're, you know, they're flattened off. I guess I don't know what they're calling it exactly, but it used to be a lot smaller and probably a little bit more delicate. My current EDC light is more like that, and eventually, even if you're taking care of it, just I think over time rubbing on different things, different materials, a lot of it starts to kind of flatten out. Oh my gosh, I'm sticking. But that is not going to flatten out. I mean, unless you're actually like purposely trying to make that happen. So that's nice. It's got good texture to it. It's good grip. But again, I don't know if you can tell how small this is. It's tiny. I mean, here's the, I mean, you can kind of see the tip of my finger. I got average hands. So the head of it is about 1 finger joint length, roughly. And then the body, the rest of it is maybe a little bit bigger than the actual battery. So great for EDC. It's gonna, you know, fit in a pocket well. It's not gonna be obtrusive at all. I'm really looking forward to it. It's the current light I have is a great light. I'm definitely happy with it, but it's a bit longer, definitely a little bit wider. So this is going to be a good improvement, and I think this is putting out roughly the same amount of light. So not that I always need that much, but it's always nice to have for whatever reason you may find yourself in. Plus, I always think like, okay, if you end up at the side of the road, car issues, anything like that, the magnetic base is just stellar. And especially as strong as that is, again, carefully so the battery doesn't fall out. I mean, it's on. So pop a hood, if your light's not working or you need additional light, throw that on, turn it on. Like I said, it does run, I think it's 1.5 minutes on turbo, which is 1,000 lumens here. High 600 for 1.5 minutes, and then it steps down to 300, and then 60, 12.5. Now the moon setting is another super nice feature. I don't think I've had a flashlight yet that has that, and I'm really excited. There's so many situations where you really don't want very much light and you don't need very much. So being able to just use that half lumen, obviously it runs, you could run it that way. They're saying for 8 days, which I'm sure that's pretty close. You know, being able to have that feature, pop it on, and it's good to go. Find what you need and turn it off. Very low power consumption, so all good stuff there. So the threading looks good, nice and clean. Got your O-ring there. Just because it isn't charged up right now, I don't think I'm gonna like try lighting it up. I'm gonna get this fully charged, and then I will do another video and you know, try and do some nighttime capture work and see what this is gonna do, what this is gonna look like at distance. The emitter in there, I mean, obviously just with the space and everything, you know, it's probably gonna have okay throw and just the amount of light it's gonna put out, but obviously this isn't designed to throw, and I would assume it's gonna lean more towards a flood style beam, but I don't know yet, so I will find out. Oh, and that's cool. I didn't notice that at first. So they put it right on there, 1,000 lumen, and then the temperature of the light, so 65K. So that's definitely, you know, you're getting more into like the blue tints versus like the warmer neutrals, and then a CRI of 70. Now, for some people, they really like, and then my current EDC light is a little bit higher CRI and a little bit more warm tone, and that's nice for a lot of things, but I don't think I'm gonna necessarily miss it, especially when it comes to the size. I'm definitely gonna lean towards something that's smaller and a little bit more easy to carry in a variety of situations than worry about the temperature and the clarity of the color. So yeah, super excited. I'm gonna get this back together, get it charging. I don't know how long it'll charge, and then we can go over some more of the features. This has got some cool indicators here. There's all the different modes to go through, and I will show that on the next one. Thanks everyone, have a good one.